It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Patriot.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Offense to the line for second down. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's get set. Dot.
Here he is on third and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Henry on the catch. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. To the air yet again, May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's May. Intercepted in the end zone. Jermaine Pratt picks it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense.
Here we go.
Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Bengals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Going play action, May. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. May. Throw complete to Williams. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. May now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
It's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Now a give. It's Gibson headed right. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. On play action, here's May. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Stevenson hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and return some of the momentum in the building.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals.
11 mighty.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He completes it in traffic. He's got to gain a 6. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it, 2nd and 4. Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. He's one of the greatest to do it. It's Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Bullock's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Again, it's Gibson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Here's May. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left with 4th down here. Trying to throw for it with May. Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
14 at the 31-yard line.
12.
Another try following the sack. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Burrow out of the shotgun. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
Stop. The 42-yard line.
Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals are on the move here. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Right shot. Turbo shot. Start.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
180.
Throwing it again here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The give inside to Gibson. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 41. Going play action, May. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's back to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. On play action, here's May. It's taken in by Williams. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
May on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to...
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over.
Ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Gun. Dad. What is that?
Brown on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Brown again. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Dad.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
On 2, ready?
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Bengals tie this game up. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down throw for May. Henry on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a run with Gibson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's taken in by Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. That finds Gibson complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the air yet again, May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 23. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Stevenson. And he won't have the touchdown. He goes out a little short at the 2. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he has the New England touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Stop. Stop.
Going with Brown on the ground. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 5 yards on the pickup.
On one, ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
They'll run again with Brown. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Gun. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow setting up the play action. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 12.
Burrow out of the shotgun.
12.
This will be caught by Cooper. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
Play action now. Burrow. He has it at the 5. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field.
Awesome.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season.
Here we go.
Training staff out to work on it.
Turn.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
On one, ready?
It's now 2nd and 19. At the
Get set. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th. Well, we knew this was coming, Paul. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Patriots running their offense out there. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Forced out to his right. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Cut by Diggs. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air. It's May. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And that brings up 4th and long. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that...
Up to the races, middle of the field. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MPs, hey!
Brown on the
11
carry.
MPs, hey.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Patriots offense all set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Going play action, May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw for May. Buying some time right. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, One of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. They'll throw it again. Cut at the 10-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll run. Gibson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here he is to throw. Near the goal line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots cut it to a point late in this one. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Massive hit. The ball is out. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can.
He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots jump in front late. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Trying to break a return. Oh no, he lost the football! And they dodge a turnover there on the return. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Setting up to pass. Has a man. It's Brown. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Shot.
Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
On 2.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Shot.
First down, Burrow to throw. Quick slant complete. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That's taken in by Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing now. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out to the former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Stay high. Stay high.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Well, Brock, 4 quarters. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led them to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. It's complete to Hooper. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
From the 36. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On target to his man Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there.
Here we go, here we go.
A give now to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Throwing is May. It's taken in by Williams. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. On the gun, it's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This 42 yards from the right half. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a two.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Drake May. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Pats and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for Walker last week. 14 carries, 51 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Walker now on 1st and 10, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing here is May. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in Week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a first down. Here's May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
To throw, it's May. It's complete to Diggs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To the air, May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. A give running right, Gibson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, it's May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Darnold now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Darnold. Pass incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, it's May. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now May on the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, May.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Being chased out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. On the return is Jones. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll get it up near midfield at the 49 before being taken down. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
79 Broncos. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
19 tight. 19 tight. Track 60.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They go play action now. May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. This is Fant on the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing here is May. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Hooper as the 1st half is winding down. And the Pats have taken the lead here in the final final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they go play action with May. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going on fourth down. May. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. To throw is Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6. faking the give. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To the air, May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Patriots.
They're going to throw, May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go again with Gibson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A play fake, and it's Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Darnold. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Darnold. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Offside, defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you're going ahead and finish the play, You don't give up that type of yardage.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Running left is Stevenson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Shoves him aside, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Stevenson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stevenson again. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Fighting his way through contact and able to get this out to the 25. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Here's Darnold. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Out right to Smith-Njigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Darnold repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 41 yards. And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Complete to Boyd. Fighting through, and he's got space. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Darnold now to throw. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They go play action now. May. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore with everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Is that all right?
Shotgun snap to Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Is that all right?
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Thomas Morstead out to put his leg into this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Pats will take over. On play action, here's May. Finds his man, it's Demario Douglas. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Options are open here, it's 2nd and inches. Now the first carry of the game for Rhamondre Stevenson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed, first down. They go again with Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's third down now. On the gun, it's May. Cut by Diggs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They've got first down from the 31. The give inside to Stevenson. Have him gain up about a handful there. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 27. Rhamondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. From the red zone now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Going play action, May. This throw is cut. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air yet again, May. Has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Stevenson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Rhamondre Stevenson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock. Getting a key division matchup so early. And pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Don't jump. Ready?
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Here we go. Good.
They give to Hall on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. Oh, hurry up. All right.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Hall once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off play action, it's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Here's May. Complete beyond the marker. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Takes the handoff, now to throw. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Jets football. Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Right.
running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Fields out of the gun. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Stevenson with another carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Here's the pistol snap to May. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
From the 34. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. May now from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Xavier Gipson now to return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they take over down 10-3 following that score.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Hall. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Don't jump. Ready?
Field throwing here. That's brought in by Lazard. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. May on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to the air. It's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down throw for May. Diggs there to bring it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. May. Chased out to his right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On play action, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. That one right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Gibson now to return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. To return this, Marcus Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Here he is on 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, he got a 1st down here. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Quincy Williams making the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing off the play fake here. That's taken in by Bell. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that...
He's got it inside the 10. And he's out all the way inside the 10-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
This is ahead for about 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
Here we go.
Fields now, 3rd and long. He puts some power on it deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, Defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's May to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Made out a throw on 3rd. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. All right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fields this clean at the 30. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. To throw, here's May. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Right.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball secure.
So just like all touch. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Here we go. All right.
Fields on 1st down. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He brings it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 3 now.
Go, Chuck. Ready? Right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down. Greg Zuerlein headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. May now. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. This, our last play of the quarter. May trying again here on 2nd. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made... So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. Fields looking to throw. And that one's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Tonight.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end.
And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The New England offense running out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach.
Here we go. Set. Go.
To the air on 1st down, May. That one complete to Hooper. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England first down. Run here with Stevenson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Made a throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
May. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
That's taken in by Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They're running things at double time. Throwing on 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6.
And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Another try following the sack. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Fields on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw for Fields. Got Washington, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Jets take their first time out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Scooped up by the Patriots.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. May looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Completed to Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. That's brought in by Lazard. And this one doesn't go far. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the Patriots
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Drake May. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Patriots and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. George Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 19 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
They go play action now. May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Purdy. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Play action, May. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they go play action with May. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, it's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Stevenson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line. Go.
Purdy now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to it. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw, Purdy. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. New England's offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that.
They've got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10 to the right side and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Throwing here is May. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Jones on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Patriots first down.
They'll throw with May. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New England.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air, May. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Here by the kick team. Bring that return to an abrupt halt. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the